2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. In this game, the Bulls will be going up against the visiting team. And for Golden State, with a win here today, they'll stake a claim to the second-best record in the NBA. That tells you all you need to know about the year they're having.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight, and David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Hey there, Kevin. Well, we all know that Steve Kerr, the Warriors.
You know what? That humble approach goes a long way, David. Thank you. Tonight featuring backcourts that can absolutely, Steve, light it up. When you were playing, who are some of the toughest guards to defend in the NBA?
Well, Kevin, first you say the Michael Jordans, but the quick guards, because I was a 6'8", kind of methodical, slow guy. I didn't like the Iversons, the Muggsy Bogues, all those guys, they just running around. They were tough.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Klay Thompson is out there with Green. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Curry. And it's Looney in at the 5 spot. Rose with the ball. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Carter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Curry outside. No good there. And the Bulls going the other way now. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
Just 2 to shoot. It's Porter outside, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Curry finds Thompson over Porter. And it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Bulls. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
They were the aggressors that night, relentless in their approach, especially scoring the basketball. Boy, he reads the defense well, makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Curry against Rose. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the Warriors miss again. Curry against Rose. Passes it to Kennard. Young outside. 5 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Rose. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Rose has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, here is Russell. He's guarded closely. And they get it. Rebound by the Bulls.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
Porter kicks to Rose. Pass to Porter. Carter at the elbow. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And just building on to the lead, extending it, trying their best to put this one away.
You sense the game has a number of ways it can go. All you can do is your very best at that moment.
Russell left side. Puts up a 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Russell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And smooth release from range. Russell can just do so many things for you.
And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. Back to the action after this word. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up.
And he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Hayward out there with ABC. Then it's Curry. And it's Evans in at the shooting guard position. Here's Valentine. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Valentine's got his first bucket in this one. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Trailing by 10. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. Here's Felicio. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. We talk a lot about making plays at the rim and hitting threes, but the mid-range game is still alive, Steve, and it's playing well with some players.
I love it because it's coming back. The guy I come to mind to think of, first of all, is DeMar DeRozan. I think the king of the mid-range. C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, LaMarcus Aldridge, Chris Paul for a point guard does a nice job.
Chris Paul, right.
Of knocking down the mid-range game. I love the three-point shot, but I think the mid-range game is starting to come back. Pump fake, one dribble, and knock it down.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Chicago making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Russell's checked in. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And the Warriors miss again. Here's Chicago. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Valentine, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment here to see the numbers for D'Angelo Russell. 14th in assists, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel. Searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball play. The first free throw is good. Carter, he's checked in for Felicio. The Warriors also with a sub. Thompson, he's checked in for Steph Curry. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Warriors trail by 15. Down low, here's Russell. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Chicago. And Golden State also making a change. Looney's checked in. Here's Carter. He can't get that one to fall. Hayward with some nice D. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
To the wing right side. Now here's Valentine. Tight defense on him. 6 to shoot. Over Russell. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
There's the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here's Thompson. Defense is right there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McKinney passes to Looney. Thompson inside the line. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just fails to create enough room to operate.
And so it's Chicago, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game.
Thanks, Kevin. Steph, you know you're #1 in the defensive scouting report. How do you counteract that?
I just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take them out 3.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel. Looking at the Bulls. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. It's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. Now they need to stay mean, Ernie. You cannot lose that edge in the second half.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
They need to make major adjustments on the offense. Whatever their game plan was going into this game.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, we've got Otto Porter Jr., Carter out there with Young. Then it's Rose, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. Russell against Rose. Russell kicks to Curry. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Steve, there's plenty of discussion that the NBA has become less physical and more over-officiated. What's your opinion on letting guys play a little bit more?
You know, I think, Kevin, is freedom of movement, and I think when you took out hand checking and obviously arm bar checking and down in the post, it's hard to guard some of these fantastic players with their skill set and obviously with their athleticism. A guy dribbling at you at 100 miles per hour, how do you get your balance without touching him? And I think that's where you start to see a lot of the fouls called. And a lot of fans are looking back in the day saying, well, that wasn't a foul, but I think under the rules, the referees have to call these plays because there's no hand checking.
Rose kicks to Porter. Back to Rose. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Carter. And no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Russell with a wide open look. Here's Looney. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass. A hustle player who really wills himself out there.
Rose against Curry. Now here's Rose. 5 points in the game. Over Curry. Money from the wing. 7 points for Derrick Rose.
Just a gorgeous looking jump shot from Derrick Rose. He is very smart when to take that and when not to take it.
And timeout call. Steve Kerr has had enough.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mindset, and come back out fresh.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. Golden State also making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Looney. ABC comes in for Draymond Green. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Klay Thompson. Curry outside. Chicago grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Satoransky. Chalk up 2 there.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. Now Hayward. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Curry can't get it to go. It could go. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Chicago, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. ABC is out there with Hayward. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Curry in at the 1. The Bulls leading by 12. Satoransky, the pass to Felicio. Yep, that one goes in there. Felicio's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. And yes, it's good.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Russell, and the jam by Valentine.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And here is Curry. Pass to Russell. Clock at 6. Back to Curry for the 3. Cauley Stein. They get it again, and that one drops for him.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 12. There's 1:54 left in the 4th quarter. So both teams making some changes here. Well, Steve, we have a viewer question that has come in here. It's Randy from Texas. And let me see if I can. Oh, he says, what's your favorite basketball movie?
The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, Kevin. That's my favorite basketball movie. There's a lot of them.
Is it really?
But I would say that was probably #1 for me.
No kidding.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Warriors trail by 14. Curry deciding where to go with it. Here's Looney. Carter with the block. Rose against Curry. With some arc, and Carter with the basket on the assist by Rose. 8 points for Wendell Carter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bulls.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, Just a monster game for Rose.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Curry outside, but they'll get another chance. There's the triple. Not going to go that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks to the left wing. Green against Young. Shot clock at 6. Carter outside. Shot, high post, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm your host, the man sitting in the middle, Ernie Johnson, with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Well, what a treat. The NBA postseason begins.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers and Chicago. Take a look at the Bulls. They're the #1 seed. They'll be tough to handle, no doubt about it.
Kevin, I think it's so important to get off to a good start. You just can't assume because you have the home court advantage, you're going to win the series. You still have to play solid basketball.
And it's Chicago to start out. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Sexton is out there with Porter. And it's the waiter in at the small forward. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Carter. That shot misses. Good D by Thompson. Out to the right wing. Love inside. He's guarded by Markkanen. The open look here for Sexton. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, with that much space around him, maybe he's better off attacking the basket than settling for the jumper.
Kennard kicks to Markkanen. Right side Rose. Over Sexton. Inside Leaner. And Rose finishes inside. Rose has got the opening field goal of the game for Chicago.
Well, absolutely fearless. And this is one thing you could say about Derrick Rose. He's never had trouble converting in the painted area.
To the middle. Here's Love. Stolen by Markkanen. .143 left in the first. Here's Kennard, guarded by Porter. Kennard's shot is off.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
That one wide left.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
Inside, here's Markkanen. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Markkanen's got his first bucket of the night.
Kevin, the vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Here's Porter, drilled from 11 feet out.
Oh, he is one hard player to deal with at the offensive end.
Rose passes to Carter. Markkanen against Love. Pass to Kennard. Carter outside. With some arc, pocket 4, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Noel's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Porter. Levine's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Satoransky subbed in for Derrick Rose. Now here's Porter. Over Levine. Porter, no luck. The Bulls leading by 5. A nice shot by Carter. Carter's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's the bodyguard. Satoransky covering. Misses the layup. Here's Levine. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Levine's got his first 2 points. And so it's Chicago in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this. With the playoffs fast approaching, Kevin Love discussed what it will take to end the regular season on a strong note.
We just have to continue to develop a lot better habits. Becoming crunch time here, especially in the regular season, but I think if we continue to develop great habits and break down film and take what little practice time that we have to continue to get better, we're going to be a lot better off.
And that's the mentality of a winning team, Greg, trying to fine-tune down the stretch.
Yeah, you want to be hitting your stride as you approach the playoffs. Love has been in these situations before and knows what it takes to get the job done.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. Looking at what we've seen for the Bulls, what do you guys think?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland. Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Porter is out there with the bodyguard. And it's Zizic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's what you call using your agility to perfection. Nerlens Noel a threat in the pick and roll.
The pass to Nance. Here's Zizic, defended by Young. And it's out of bounds. Was touched by Nance.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Felicio's checked in for the Bulls. Rose comes in for Satoransky. Then for the Cavaliers, Antetokounmpo comes in for Nance. And it's Sexton in for Porter. Now here's Valentine. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Felicio, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Right side Rose. Levine looking around. Now here's Rose. T right on him. Buried from 15 feet out.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. The bodyguard passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's the bodyguard. Back to Antetokounmpo. Sexton with it. Now defended by Levine. The shot by Sexton, no good. The Bulls leading by 9. The baseline J. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Rose. Levine's got his second bucket.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it down.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Carter, he's checked in for Felicio. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. Porter's checked in for Valentine. And it's Luke Kennard in for Levine. Then for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love's checked in for Ante Zizic. The waiters subbed in for Jetty Osman. Carter kicks to Markkanen. Is His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Now, here's Sexton. Offline with his 3. Pass to Kennard. Markkanen with it. Fires the 3. The shot will not fall. And so it's Chicago. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And a chance now to send it.
Thanks very much, Kevin. How do you guys get back in this game after the first half?
Thanks, Josh. I mean, we're getting good ones. I don't know what it is. We had a day off. Should have got our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a heightened atmosphere we have here this evening for NBA playoff action. Hey, everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith by my side. And guys, for the Bulls, boy, have they ever started this series off on the right foot. They've thrown down the gauntlet here in Game 1 with their intensity and effectiveness on both ends of the floor. Now, they've got a little bit of an intimidation factor going into the second half. And big fella, let's get your thoughts. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just...
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. You gotta like what Wendell Carter has done in this game.
And you know, when the game is as important as this one, you expect to get a big performance from him. In that first half, he delivered.
Yeah, I don't think we can expect them to do anything other than lean on him in the second half as well, especially as the stakes get raised.
We've got Otto Porter Jr. Markkanen is out there with Carter. And it's Rose, and it's Kennard in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
You can see the reason it can be a tough day down low, and he's going after it on the glass. Some serious length to contend with.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. Passes it to Porter. Banked in off the glass.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
Here's Markkanen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Love.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
The Bulls making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Now, here's Sexton. Satoransky covering. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closely, and he gets the bucket. Sexton's got his second basket of the night.
And the poise Sexton has is impressive. Dependable at bailing out his team in some tight spots. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Thompson. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Thompson's got his first points of the night. To the left side wing. Kennard, the pass to Porter. Open jump shot off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 13, and the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Nerlens Noel comes in for Carter. And Zach Levine subbed in for Satoransky. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Eddie Osman, he's checked in for the Waiters. And the bodyguards subbed in for Porter. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the bodyguard. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
On the line, nice jump shot, good. 6 points for Zach Levine.
Increasingly comfortable from the mid-range now. Levine rises and fires.
The bodyguard passes to Nance. That shot missing. The Bulls leading by 15. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Shots good by Kennard. Kennard's got his first basket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's the bodyguard. To the wing on the left. With 1 on the clock. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls lead by 17. And will return shortly. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
You guys got to read the ball better. Stay in your stance. Read the ball. All pressure. Everybody talking. Oh.
You know, Greg, when the defense is lacking, Tom will definitely let you know about it.
He doesn't hold back, and his players respect him for it. He wants them to improve their effort.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Antetokounmpo. Bodyguard is out there with Sexton. Then it's Nance, and it's Zizic in at the 5 spot. Here's the bodyguard. He's covered by Rose. Shot clock at 6. Sexton kicks to Zizic. That one's not going to go. And it's Chicago the other way. And here's Rose. Inside, Noel. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Here's the bodyguard. Markkanen pulls it in.
Well, you just wonder if maybe he should take it inside when they're playing so far off him.
Valentine shot good.
Boy, it looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
Kicks to Sexton. To the inside. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Bulls.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Lauri Markkanen.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
First one falls for him. So for the Bulls, Felicio's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Satoransky subbed in for Luke Kennard. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Ante Zizic. Osman comes in for Larry Nance. Porter's checked in for Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for the bodyguard. And that one misses. The waiters checked in for Antetokounmpo. And he's good on the second. 56 seconds left in the game. That free throw, good from Dellavedova. And so he makes both from the line. For Chicago, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Rose passes to Felicio. There's the dish to Young. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's an 18-point game.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Rose passes to Felicio. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And the Bulls lead by 20.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Porter, no luck.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
Well, that'll do it for now.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game one now, history. Time for game two of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
to Game 2 of this exciting NBA playoff series. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We'll see the Bulls facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. We'll take a look at the Cavaliers. They couldn't get it done on the road in Game 1. Now with their backs against the wall, can they tie the series here at home?
And you know, in a short series, you better find a way to ramp your game up, to really up the ante in terms of intensity. You can't wait around to try and feel the team out. You got to bring the noise from the get-go.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So for Chicago right now, Kennard is out there with Rose. Then there's Carter. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Porter at the 3 slot. Now here's Porter. Here's Thompson. Good work defensively by Carter. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. DA?
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. They're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here is Porter, following the basket by Otto Porter. Porter passes to Osman. All alone. He squares up and sinks it.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, I think he was surprised. He was so open. That's just a defensive breakdown.
Now here is Carter. Porter in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got 5.
When Porter first came into the league, he didn't have this shot. Now he's a knockdown perimeter shooter.
Sexton kicks to Osman. True on the 14-footer.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. Solid from that in-between.
To the paint and stolen by Love. Here's Porter. That one rolling around and rims out.
You can't be missing shots like that. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
Inside, it's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Love with a wide open look. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Ante Zizic is checked in for Thompson. Antetokounmpo comes in for Kevin Love. The waiters checked in for Jetty Osman. And the bodyguards subbed in for Sexton. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Noel's checked in for Carter. Valentine comes in for Porter. Zach LaVine's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Zedaransky subbed in for Rose. Here's the bodyguard after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Here's the bodyguard. Zedaransky covering. No good off the back of the rim.
He gets the shot he was looking for and just can't bury it.
And Noel gets it to go on the assist by LaVine. Noel's got his first 2 points. Here's the bodyguard. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Bulls. They're up by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this Game 2. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Valentine out there with Young. Then there's Thomas Zedaransky. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Noel in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Yeah, and it goes beyond the small lead that they built. They really captured the momentum.
The bodyguard passes to Porter. A 3. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from bodyguard.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
LaVine. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Inside, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Satoransky.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Now here's Noel. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Young. A shot, no good. Nance with some nice D. Passes it to the waiter. To the middle. Cleveland moving the ball around. Count it. The bodyguard's got 5.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Pass to Zizic. The kick out to Porter. 4 on the shot clock. On the 3 off target. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. There's Noel. The Cavaliers pull it in. Come off a really big loss on Sunday.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Well, Greg, what amazed me was they could sustain nothing on offense. They'd make a couple of buckets and go right back into their shell.
Here's Levine following the score by Cleveland. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Levine's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's the bodyguard. Satoransky covering. Here's the bodyguard. Off target with the jump hook. The Bulls leading by 4. The feed to Levine. Now the pass to Noel. Here's Young. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Pass to the bodyguard. Puts it up from 12. That shot off the mark.
Give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 4. And will return shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold out. And guys, for the Bulls, getting out to a 2-0 lead in the series would mean so much to them. And it looks like this game could go down to the wire trying to achieve that goal. This game is definitely still up for grabs, the way these two teams are battling. Up. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Sexton is out there with Porter. And it's Osman in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now, here's Sexton. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Left side, Porter. And the dunk by Love.
Okay, let them keep going ahead and allowing Love to get that close to the basket. He's going to keep dunking on them, dunking on them, dunking on them. Go ahead.
Yes, that goes in. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Poked away. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Stolen by Markkanen. Rose with the ball. Carter, the pass to Markkanen. Makes it off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Bulls lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Sexton with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Osman, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Porter with a block.
Lockdown defense from Porter. He extends out beautifully to come up with these type of rejections.
Bodyguards checked in for Porter. Chicago leading by 8. Down low. And then Carter with the dunk.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Chicago making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Now here's Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Lock at 6. Sexton kicks to Love. It's good from long range. Love's got 5 points.
A big part of Love's game now, his teammates and coaches encourage him to shoot off the paint.
Back to Rose. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Rose has got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going after him.
Kicks it out to Love. Sexton the pass to Osman. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
They're capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Here's Sexton following the score by Derrick Rose. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The open look here for Sexton. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Even with the miss, that's a jumper he'll keep taking as long as they keep leaving them open.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
Well, I don't know what they talked about at halftime, but they found a weakness in the defense.
And so it's Chicago with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. So for Chicago right now, we've got Carter. Zach LaVine is out there at Derrick Rose. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Markkanen in at the 4. The Bulls leading by 12. And LaVine, here we go. Carter kicks to LaVine. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Poke loose. Thompson against Carter. Pass to Osman. Over Porter. And the shot is long.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
To the inside. Kick out to Levine. Out left to the wing. Left side Rose. Over Sexton. That one's not going to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. 1:42 left in the 4th quarter. Osman the pass to Thompson. Now here's Sexton. He's covered closely. And Nance kicks to Thompson. Osman buries the long-range jumper. The Bulls leading by 12. Here's Levine. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Calm and composed in the paint. Levine is superb at capitalizing from these spots.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're behind by 14. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And he'll head into the second round with his confidence at its highest level. He couldn't have picked a better time to take his game up a notch.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Chicago.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zach LaVine.
He had those defenders shaking their heads. There were times when they thought they had a handle on him. And then just like that, he'd go off on another tear.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Thompson finds Porter. Baseline jumper. Carter pulls it in. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Outside Porter, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Count it, good. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. A big playoff win for them, but what isn't a great big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying...
This is